So I was just going to make a video on the importance of balancing your energy centers, but it ended up just kind of being a description about the energy centers. This one is actually going to be the importance of balancing. So an imbalanced energy system causes flare-ups in different ways. So Wim Hof kind of calls that inflammation, but these are just different flare-ups of your chakras. So like the reason why you want to have balance in your energy centers is so that energy can flow through you freely. And when energy can't flow through you freely, then you feel emotions and feelings, and you react, and you have these kind of like as the energy flares up, you flare up. So you being a part of that energy, if it can't flow through you, then you can't really flow with life correctly, if that makes any sense. So the importance really comes down to being able to express yourself without kind of blockage. And also it comes to being able to pick up and understand information without distortion. As you kind of like open up your energy centers, then you'll start to receive information without distortion, or like it'll be less and less distortion. So one message of complete unity that would that used to make you basically freak out, or like if you had an ego death experience and then you had like a lot of fear that was attached to that, one experience that wouldn't normally make you do that, if you balance yourself, will then bring you a state of bliss. And it's all dependent on the way that you look at it, right? So once you start to be able to see this energy, it becomes much easier to balance the energy as well. But the importance of the balance is so that you can be a clear channel for information to flow through and for energy to flow through. So that also, as you balance these centers, then you'll start to feel more physical energy as well. Because as your spiritual and your mental energy kind of like increases, and your capacity to be able to hold on to these energies increases, then your mental energy will also increase. So, or in your physical energy as well. So you'll start to feel physically invigorated, and you'll start to feel kind of lively, and you'll want to get up earlier, and you'll just like feel more energy and ready to kind of do more things, because you will just naturally be tapped into this source of energy that is kind of more clean than the source of energy that people are kind of tapping into now. Because most people are gaining their energy through food, and they're gaining their energy through kind of like the gross bodies. So like they can use exercise, but that's still using your solar plexus or your will. And what I'm talking about is tapping into ethereal energy through your crown chakra and through your third eye, and being able to kind of pull this ethereal energy from the universe and tap into this source of infinite energy and infinite intelligence, which is much more clean and much more kind of like it's not associated with so many like follies, I guess, because one thing about the energy coming from the lower centers is that it always has a catch to it. So it may give you energy in one way, but it takes away energy in another. And this cleaner source of energy that's coming from above is it doesn't give you that crash. So it's not like the same kind of, even it doesn't have the same connotation as the energy that's coming from your lower three chakras. But the importance of balancing in this energy also is so that you can start to tap into these sources of energy from different places. So you can start to feel that there can be energy that can be pulled from everywhere around you. And there's also information that is attached to that energy, because everything is intelligent, and there's intelligent infinity everywhere, and there's intelligent energy everywhere. So there's intelligent information everywhere. So no matter where you are, you can always use what's around you, and everything that's around you has information in it. So there's always something to be gained from everything around you. But these kind of links that are not made until you balance your energy centers. So once you start to balance yourself, then you start to be able to tap into these kind of like other sources of information. You start to tap into these other sources of energy. You start to feel better. You start to look better. Just all of like everything starts to kind of work the way that you would expect for it to work, or want for it to work. And especially with food. I mean, food is the biggest thing. Like that's like the number one way that your gross body gains in energy. And if you are not eating the right types of food, then your body is not going to function correctly. And I know this from experience. So when I was eating a bunch of processed foods and I was eating meat and I was eating all this other stuff, it kind of like, oh, check this out. You see the snake? That's a spirit animal right there. Look at that beauty. Wow. I don't know if you can see it very well. You see it? Beautiful. I was honestly feeling the snake as the spirit animal, and it's kind of like a sign that's pushing me in the right direction. It's a beautiful snake too. It was a black and white. I'm not sure what type it is, but definitely very beautiful. Anyways, so just the importance of balancing, right? So like just making sure that you start to understand that once you can see and feel this energy all around you, then you can start to manipulate it and use it to your advantage, and you can start to kind of gain steps ahead of a lot of people, and you can start to really feel this sense of connectedness and wonder and awe through everything, and start to have these kind of childlike eyes again. That's just one of many, many different things, but like the important thing is balance. It's not over activating any one center. So it's not like you're wanting to just activate your third eye and then just like keep activating it more and more and more, because that's not going to balance yourself. So you may be able to tap into a lot of like kind of like spiritual information, but you won't be able to interpret it correctly. So it's gonna scare the shit out of you, basically, is what it'll do. That's not fun, you know. Like, so basically you want to balance all of these centers in order to be able to gain the right information, and to be able to feel a sense of energy and a sense of urgency and a sense of kind of like liveliness. And you know, just it comes from the balance of these energy centers, and it's like that balance comes from the noticing of that energy and the conscious ability to be able to manipulate it and move it throughout your body. Just a quick one on the importance of balancing. Oh. Stub my toe. Oh, this thing. Oh. Okay, so that was the importance of balancing. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.